All right, Steve. Well, we're sort of coming towards the end. Hopefully, this has been useful for listeners. I think we're going through such a period of change in our industry, and I think it's something that people should be able to relate to, whether it's change in their personal life, in their business, or in their profession. So, I want you to more generally just give us your top three tips, and it's the top three tips maybe when you're trying to drive change in your business or profession or even personal life.
I'm glad you asked me this one beforehand as well, because off the cuff, I could have said anything and got myself in more trouble than I already am in. So I think plus it does help to think this stuff through. Number one, you've got to understand who are you actually trying to drive change for? Is it for yourself individually? Is it on behalf of an industry? Is it on behalf of the end customer or end consumer? Because that is where your centre has to be and where you've got to come from. Now, obviously, at the moment, the financial services industry is going through an enormous amount of change, and you've got a lot of different interest groups that are obviously trying to drive the change to an outcome that benefits them more than the other interest group. So you've got to understand who you're actually trying to drive change for first.
Yep.
The second thing is then where are you trying to get to, and what's a reasonable time frame to be able to get there? Because change does take an enormous amount of time sometimes. And if you try and rush it, you might end up finding out that maybe this is where the Crawfords are at the moment, or just this Crawford, that you're the only lunatic dancing on the hill because everyone else is sitting way back there going, mate, you've gone way too early on this one. So know where and how long it's going to take to get to that end change outcome. And the third one, and this is something that I've probably struggled with a lot, but getting more and more accepting of it, not everybody is going to be a massive fan of yours for what you're actually doing. There are going to be some people that benefit a hell of a lot more from the model and the environment staying exactly as it is than moving into the new world or the new evolution. And they may be quite animated in sharing their disapproval of what it is that you're going to do. But ultimately, the people that you are trying to drive the change for, there will be enough love coming from them that hopefully counters the lack of love or maybe a little bit of hate.
And keeps you going, gets you up in the morning or gets you out of the fetal position.
That's right. I mean, you're rocking side to side, and then eventually you just got to stand up.
All right, Steve. Look, thanks very much for coming on the show. It's been great. A good discussion. I've definitely learnt more as well, even though I thought I knew quite a bit about what you did. But it's been great to have you, and we'll catch up again soon.
No worries. Thanks so much for having me on the show, Ruben.